Hello everyone, you're welcome back to OZK TV. My name is Ozioma. I hope wherever you are in Nigeria, you are keeping safe. President Muhammadu Buhari on Friday had a virtual meeting with ex-Nigerian leaders. Those in attendance were General Yakubu Gowon, retired, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, General Ibrahim Babangida, retired, Chief Ernest Shonekan, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, retired, and Dr Goodluck Jonathan. The president began by acknowledging the genuine and well-intended #Endsars protests of youths in parts of the country against the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. He, however, said it was unfortunate that the demonstration was hijacked and misdirected, stressing that the federal government would not fold its arms and allow miscreants and criminals to continue to perpetrate acts of hooliganism. President Buhari also recounted the concessions made by his administration on the demands of the youths, condemning the excesses of members of the SARS. He also recalled that protesters had demanded that the squad be disbanded and further articulated the additional demands. These, according to the president, included the immediate release of all arrested protesters and justice for deceased victims of police brutality and appropriate compensation for their families. Others were setting up an independent body to oversee the investigation and prosecution of all reports of police misconduct within 10 days, psychological evaluation and retraining of all disbanded SARS officers before they can be redeployed, as well as an increase in police salary. He said, and I quote, "We accepted all the demands and proceeded immediately to scrap SARS and started the process of addressing the other demands. Unfortunately, the protesters refused to call off the protests and engage the government to address their grievances." President Buhari was quoted as saying in a statement by his media advisor, Femi Adesina, he was concerned that as a result of the violence that ensued, many lives were lost and a number of public and private properties completely destroyed or vandalized. The president, however, reiterated his pledge to the nation in his Thursday broadcast, saying, "We will continue to improve good governance through our democratic process, including through sustained engagement." He said, "We shall also continue to ensure that liberty and freedom, as well as the fundamental rights of all citizens, are protected. Here, I want to also reaffirm our commitment to preserving the unity of the country." He thanked the former presidents and heads of state for attending the meeting and their invaluable comments, observations, and advice. Nigerians expect nothing less from responsible statesmen, he told the meeting. According to Adesina, each of the former leaders commended President Buhari for steps taken so far to restore calm and order to the country. He said, "Peaceful demonstration is part of democratic practice. The demands of the genuine protesters were accepted, and you are working on implementation. We commend you." That was what former President Obasanjo was quoted to have said. Well, on the way forward, the former leaders were unanimous in their view that generation of employment and growing the economy, including through direct foreign investment, were critical to checking youth restiveness. They also condoled with the bereaved families of civilians and security operatives who lost their lives to the violence. The former leaders stressed the importance of respecting the fundamental rights of citizens, including for peaceful protests as enshrined in the Constitution. They, however, condemned the divisive and inciting pronouncements of separatists and were of the opinion that such acts should be stopped. The former leaders also commended the actions taken by state governors to address the demands of #Endsars protesters and their efforts to check the excesses of those who perpetrated violent acts and conduct. They, however, called on youths to pursue peaceful means in seeking redress through engagement with the government, as well as encourage further conversation with the youths and other stakeholders in the country. So that's how it went. They are suing for peace. We should also sue for peace. The people in the streets should please leave the streets. They should wait for government and see what will come out of all these meetings. Let's give peace a chance. Well, that's how it ended. I hope you listened. We pray that peace returns to the country. Well, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking in. And if you're here to subscribe, please consider subscribing to my channel and enable the notification bell so you get more videos as I upload them. Thanks for watching. Have a nice time. Bye.